We always think about generative AI giving us answers, but what if its real superpower is actually helping us find our own? That's what we're diving into today, how to use AI as your personal thought partner for data analysis. It's all about making your own brain sharper, faster, and way more insightful. Okay, so picture this. You're in a big meeting, and boom, this slide pops up. Sales are down 12%. The whole room just goes silent, right? And everyone's looking at you, the analyst, like you've got the magic answer. What do you do? I mean, where do you even start?
Yeah, it's a feeling we've all had, right? You're just staring at this chart, hoping some brilliant insight just magically appears. The pressure is on, the clock's ticking, and that exact moment of paralysis, that's what we're going to solve today.
All right, section 1, guessing versus guided analysis. This is all about shifting your approach from passive observation to active inquiry. And trust me, this is where the big mindset shift really happens. We're moving away from just, staring at a chart and guessing into something way more powerful, active, guided analysis. It's a totally different ballgame. Just think about the difference here. The old way, it's slow, it's frustrating, you're staring blankly, you're making these wild guesses, you're firing off emails to 5 different people, just hoping anyone has a clue. Now the new way is all about conversation. You prompt the AI, you get instant ideas for what might be going on, and you immediately have smart follow-up questions to ask. All of a sudden, you're the one driving the conversation. Okay, section 2, your AI thought partner. And the subtitle here is key: how to accelerate, not replace, your own thinking. This really gets to the heart of it. This is not about letting a machine do your thinking for you. No way. It's about using an incredibly powerful tool to put your own thinking into overdrive, to get to that aha moment so much faster. So what do we really mean when we say thought partner? Well, think of it as a tool that helps you do 3 really critical things. First, it helps you ask better, more focused questions. Second, it helps you spot patterns and connections in the data that you might have totally missed on your own. And third, it helps you weave all those little insights into a story, a business narrative that actually makes sense to people. And you know the best part? You can do all of this without writing a single line of code. All right, next up, prompts that make you smarter. We're going to cover 3 real-world examples you can use today. Because look, theory is great, but let's get down to brass tacks. How does this actually work in the real world? I'm going to give you 3 prompts you can literally copy and paste and start using the minute this is over. Check out how simple but powerful these are. Let's say you're in a product meeting. Instead of just saying retention went down, you ask the AI, based on this chart, what patterns should I highlight? Bam! Instantly more strategic. Or you're in a financial review. You ask, here's our revenue split. What 2 categories should I investigate and why? Now you're not just reporting numbers, you're asking for strategic focus. And for a dashboard walkthrough, summarize this in 3 bullets: trends, outliers, and risks. You get a perfect executive-ready summary in seconds. This is what I'm talking about. It's pure efficiency. Okay, on to our next section, finding your blind spots. This is what I call the pro-level move that actually trains your brain. So once you're comfortable getting ideas from the AI, the next step is to use it to challenge your own analysis. This is how you start to think like a truly critical analyst. And it all boils down to this one simple but incredibly powerful question: what am I missing? Seriously, just asking that one thing forces you to hit the pause button, to confront your own assumptions and look beyond the obvious answers. It's a question that shows you're committed to getting it right, not just getting it done. And here's how you can put that question into practice. You could ask directly, what's one blind spot in this analysis that I should be aware of? Or, and I love this one, you can ask the AI to play devil's advocate. What could cause me to misinterpret this chart? A prompt like that forces you to think about other explanations, and it makes your final conclusion 1,000 times stronger. And here's the real payoff. It's like a double win. Not only does this kind of practice make you a better, sharper analyst over time, but it also makes you look incredibly prepared in meetings. You'll be that person in the room who's already thought through the tough questions before anyone else even thinks to ask them. Which brings us to our final section, the analyst's edge. We're talking about what separates the button clicker from the true business analyst. Because let's be honest, in today's world, almost anyone can learn to click the right buttons to make a chart. This skill, this way of thinking, is what separates the technician from the true strategic partner. And that's the absolute key right here. The skill that really matters isn't just making the charts. It's knowing how to talk about them. It's your ability to interpret the data, to build a story around it, and to use that story to drive smart business decisions. That is the real game changer. And this really brings it all home. At the end of the day, clear, critical human thinking is what wins. It always has, it always will. GenAI doesn't replace that. It's the ultimate co-pilot, the ultimate assistant that just gives your own clear thinking a massive head start. You know, learning this philosophy is a skill in itself, and it's exactly what we focus on at the Dallas Data Science Academy. We teach you how to think this way, how to use AI as your personal assistant so you can become a real business analyst, not just, a button clicker. So if you're ready to stop just staring at charts and you want to start actually having a conversation with your data, you can practice these exact skills on real-world data sets with live mentoring. Check out the bootcamp at DallasDataScienceAcademy.ai and start putting this powerful new way of thinking into action.